S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Hello everyone, welcome to day 7 of Blueprints. Last time we had quite a few new rooms, including the classroom and a few other ones. Fortunately, I don't remember. It's been a couple of weeks since the last time I did a recording. I tend to do these a couple at a time, edit them, and then have them post up every Sunday. Which, by the way, if you're interested in more episodes, I try to post every Sunday. Now, will I always post? Unsure, but I will always try. We haven't done the root cellar yet. Try root cellar. I think we're still on the Blessing of the High Roller, which was, if we draft a shop room, we get a roll. And we gain gold every time we roll? Yeah. Now, this should give us a few digging spots. Hopefully we find a shovel. This is important. So, we have the Epson and the Sinclairs family tree. Okay. Clara and Simon were together, they made Mary. Okay. And there's Herbert. So, if Herbert and Simon's his brother, that would be our mother? Maybe? I'm still trying to learn who's who in the zoo. But, one thing at a time. So this should give us more dig spots per day. So hopefully, again, we find a shovel. Dig spots are like, once you have a shovel, they're free loot. Basically, free items. Keys, gold, gems, that kind of stuff. Okay, so we've used up our 6 that we need for that. Let's start moving. Quarter would not be a bad option. And then we've got pin and pine. Let's see. I think this is the last one. Might as well try closet. Get 2 items. Could always get something useful right off the bat. Okay, so more gold. Every 3 gold we get gem, stag, tag. I think we've got that one. Okay, let's try the opposite corner. Courtyard, that's always a nice one, and there's a good chance of getting a shovel in the courtyard. Normally right here. Doesn't seem to be one this time though. There's a chest, there's a few digging spots, quite a few of them actually. Okay. Bedroom, not a bad option. Gives us the corner. Flan or desert, yep. I think everything else in this room we've already checked before. Observatory is always a nice one, but we don't have the gem for it. Let's go for the west wall. Oh wow, they really have more dirt piles everywhere. Plain plan. Parla would give us some gems, which is useful. I mean, we'd have to solve the puzzle, which, as usual, one is always right, one is always wrong, one always has a gem. Crow and row. No, we've got that one, so. The other two statements have identical wording. This box and the blue box are both empty. This box, okay. So, the other two statements have identical wording. Correct. These two are correct. This saying the blue box is... This box and the blue box are empty. This box and the white box... Oh, they don't have the same. Okay. Identical wording. I mean, they have the same identical wording, they don't have the same identical words. So that one is correct. Let's recheck this again. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statement. Can be more than one, but only at least one. At least one box will display a false statement. Two are empty, one always has something. This and the white box are both empty. This and the blue box are both empty. So they're saying they're each empty. I'll try this one. There we go. Now if we look at the map, okay, let's try this room. Oh, yeah, sure, we had a package last time. Package delivered. Amateur lockpicking kit, silver key, and keys. Nice. So what does that do? Okay. We already know about this one. And 2 regular keys. That's good. Tie tier. I know we've done that one. That's our letter from our father. Yeah, I need to zoom in on this. Or no, I think I got the magnifying glass last time to see that. And this, I've kept it... I have an image of this saved on my computer, specifically in case. Oh, keycard. I think it's the first time we've seen one. We've seen the keycard locks, we just haven't actually seen a keycard yet. Let's see. Anything we choose is a dead end, might as well get extra movement out of it. Plus extra key. That's the billiards room info, yep. I think that's everything here. Stars stairs. Darn it. I think I almost walked out and not quick enough, or too quick. Okay, it's a bunch of gold. Now to actually try. Hallway. Gotta choose that one. Bridge Bride. Observatory would be nice. 4-star today. We gain a diamond or a gem. Acid ray is nice. Okay, before we go too far, let's see if I can get this one. That'd be a waste, but it's the only one I can use. At least he gets rid of it. Let's get the storeroom, get some gems. And then peas and peaks. As usual, we have the little bird drawing down there. Okay. Let's move along. Jump right here. Now, there's sometimes a chest in this room. Not this time, though. And we have Fire and Fear. I mean, we have a good amount of gold this time. We could do this. It's not a bad option. But let's just go for pantry. We get a bit of food that way too. Let's see. Okay. Let's go for a regular key for this one. Now, laboratory is a nice one. We got it last time, I think it was, where we solved the puzzle requiring the periodic table. I think it was something like flip 9 before 3, but we still need to find the machine room. Now, I believe there was a test we could do here, or not a test, experiment? Yeah, experiment setup. Continue an experiment. So, archive floor plan. Sure. Try this. Okay. We still haven't found the password to log into the network. 1010, or 10 to 10, I should say, in that order. That's still the same. Lever, which I think is useful for the energy room, which we don't have access to yet. Let's see, security would be nice. This one's not a bad one either, it gives us a lot of extra steps. Does use up our gem though. Did we already do a lot of this? Yeah, this has the storybook. Oh, it gives us the gem back. Storybook about the Red Prince. I believe it's on episode 3, Sand and And. this is our only way out. Okay. So locksmith would be a dead end. Chapel is... Spare room and chapel both do something similar, but chapel does get us up. Let's go spare room for now. Man, I wish I could get a shovel. Let's see if we can lockpick it. Yes! Ooh, rumpus room. That's a new one. A few of these are really nice, though. Since I need to have more options open, let's go for the chapel this time. I'm getting a couple coins back anyways, it seems. Garage, that'd give us an easy way back outside. Nook would be nice too. Plus the key. Ooh, and a magnifying glass. Perfect. Card. Okay, that's a new one. Let's try a special key this time. Actually, yeah. Regular key. Ah, billiard room. That's a new one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Billiard room is a new one now. That's a puzzle we haven't done yet. First of all... Bath. Tub and tube. I think that's a new one. Let's see my notes. Tub and tube. Tube and tub. Yes, we already have that one. Okay. Are these important? Well, we get an orange, which should be a couple feats. Okay. Huh. 6. Okay. Plus minus times division. Okay, wouldn't this be 12 if this is plus? Okay. 16 minus 7? That would be 9. 20 minus 7, 13. So the way I'm seeing it is, if they're both in the blue, the first circle, it's plus. Otherwise, it's plus the first number. Then if it's still in there, it's plus. If it's in the ring around, that's negative. If it's in this one, it's going to be multiplied. So in this case, it's going to be 5 times 4, so it's going to be 20. And then the last ring would be divided. So let's try 20. Okay. So this one would be 15 minus 13, 2, times 3, 6. There we go. Not very intuitive. Ooh. And it's not a dead end, but it could lead to a dead end. But it is our best bet. Let's see what's with the rumpus room. So I guess rumpus room is an old term for game room or entertainment room. It seems. Yeah, it looks like he can do something. Yep, okay. First though, 2 rerolls. That's good because if I reroll, I gain things. Pilot and plot. I know we've got that one done. Alzara. Let's see what he got.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay. That was interesting. Library is our best bet. Tiger tier. Key. Ooh, we can make a request for a new one. So we did sightseeing guide. Swimbird. So I know the pump is something we've been seeing quite a bit. So I want to try to pump this time. Because we saw stuff about the pump in the laboratory, I believe. I don't think any of this will have changed. Doesn't seem like there's anything up here. Okay. Special key. I want to use a special key this time because I want to have multiple doors. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room instead. Okay. Paint? No. That one I don't know either. So, save code is 9083, but it's a red book, so it's wrong. Reminder, meeting adjourned, take all conference room, place in the same office safe. So we haven't seen the office safe yet. And we know that's the incorrect code. Because unless they are handwritten, it goes to episode 6, I think I did a zoom on that. Unless they're handwritten, or day 6, I think it is. Yeah, day 6, episode 7. Yeah. Let's see if we can use them. Nope. Okay. Let's redraw. Gets us a couple of coins. Dining room would be nice. Boudoir would be nice. I think the boudoir gives us a safe as well. The one with the Christmas stuff. Yeah, based on this image. Which I still can't believe I was having so much trouble remembering the month, the correct month or year, or not year, date of Christmas. I was not thinking that day. You know what? Let's go gymnasium for this one. That's when we enter it, right? Okay. So let's go to the other end of the conference room. Hopefully we can get something better there. That's locker room, sauna, and pump room. Well, we want the pump room. Tag. Nope. That's one I don't recognize. Coast. No. Okay, and what does this say? Okay. Well, too bad, I'm still gonna run. Can't use that, but I can use this. Now this is good, because it gives us green rooms are free. Let's go for that. Again, wish I could find a shovel. So many things could happen if I had a shovel. Oh, I think shoes are important too. Okay. Okay. Fan and flan. Let's see, did we have fan and flan? Yes. We don't have another key card, but we do have whatever this will use. Okay, secret passage, locker room, thread, okay. But I don't have a key. Crack. Now the breaker room, if I had the security room, which we don't have. Yeah, no, we don't have. I would be able to get through. So I'm gonna have to do a read roll. And I hope to get something useful. Dining room gives us a lot of movements. Because the food is gonna be there. Porthouse steak. Bit simple served by just grilling a bit of rosemary and some lemon wedges. Okay, crown. Crow and crown. Do we have that one yet? Crow row. No, I don't think we do. Let's add that in. Crow crown. N. Again, if you're curious what this is about, go see the first few episodes. You'd understand. Guess we have to go with breaker box in this case. Hose and house. Maybe? Yeah, hose and house. And we do not have hose and house. That's a U. So, this was something. So, the fuse box image that we find in the mailroom. So we saw it quickly in the mailroom earlier today. But I took a screenshot of it last time, so this would make it that we can't use keycards at all unless we have the security room. Now, press any button above to activate blue. Okay, so if they're all blue, you can press any of them, they'll go blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. So this should turn K. Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator, activate purple. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. Okay. Okay. These are the kind of puzzles I'm not normally really good at. Okay, so they're all purple. Now what? So 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. Okay, white is new. Let's turn off the gymnasium. Let's turn off the dark room. Turn on the garage. So this will make it that going through the gymnasium or the dark room won't cause us negatives. Okay, we have to go to the opposite side of the dining room and hope we get something useful. It doesn't cost us gems. Code check. Great. Okay, well, code check's our only option, and I think that pretty much ends the run. Does. On the plus side, though, we get to put down some of our items. Unfortunately, we can't put down the cash. But we can put down quite a few other things. Wait, we still have a key card. Okay. Can we check multiple items? No. Okay. So I think you can use the key card multiple times. So key card has been checked in. Hopefully next time, if we need it, we'll have it. Plant, I would think. Let's see. Do we have plan and plant? No. Plan. Right. That's a T. Alright, well, looks like that's pretty much everything. So you'll notice I'm no longer getting negatives. Actually, wait. We had a key card. We still have an option. Let's see if we can use it. Now, does it use it up? Got plenty of movement, so I'm not worried. None of the options give us anything new. But the sauna, or something to move forward. But the sauna is new. Or, as my girlfriend would say, the sauna, as she is from one of the Nordic countries. Makes sense for the sauna to be next to the gym, though. Okay, well, can we put the key card again? Yes. Okay, so that means from now on, as long as we find the code check room, we will have access to okay, I've seen a few of those rooms. Okay, so what was I saying? As long as we find the code check room, we will be able to have a to go through keycard areas. Tube and tub. Did I already check that one? Yes, I did. There's so many of them now that it's a bit hard to go through all of them. Like card and cart, or car and card, but I know we have. Still using some of the gold. If only we could have found a shovel, though. Oof. Things would have progressed quite a bit. So notice that even if I were to go through this here normally would have caused me to not be able to see the next room. Now, in this case, it made no difference because, well, we can't access the one floor plan. But, yeah. Bridge and Bride. Yes, we had one of the more recent times. This one I'm still not sure. But it's the one that's in every one of them, so... And we did these ones, good. Okay. Well, oh, I think we just didn't cost us something because we went through... Interesting. Now... What did we do that opened this? I know there's something we did. Was it episode 5? Oh well. And this definitely leads to a dead end. Torches, though. Had a way to light them. Lots of boxes. Well, it seems that's gonna be it for today. So, hope everyone has a good weekend, or had a good weekend since it's Sunday. And see you next week. Or, let's call it a day first, see what we got. Eight items found, yeah. 5 new rooms. And we got pretty far. We're starting to get to the further rooms. That said, I hope you guys have a good day. See you next week.